Hey gang, it's John. Welcome back. Happy Friday and happy game break. And we're looking at a game today that has nothing to do with school and may not be even safe to play with in your school, but I love it and it's kind of awesome, so I want to talk about it here. It was recommended to me from an educator who's based out of Hawaii named Fabian Hoffman. I want to say thank you to Fabian for this, and I'm mad at Fabian for this because it comes in this pointy little box like this. I want you to see this. Like you can put an eye out with it. And on the side it has a bunch of caution labels. It says it's dangerously adorable. And that's probably a good place to start a conversation. And it has warnings. It must be for 14-year-old plus. It has these little spiky guys right in there. They look like little cute little porcupines. And the game is called, wha-bam, Spiky Dastards, the dangerously adorable game of gutsy grabbing. Here's how it works. In the game of Spiky Dastards, your goal is to grab the dastards out of the box. If I can get the box open here. See if I do this right. I'm having a day of it today. There we go. So inside the little container here, it has the little dastards. They look just like this. And I think there are 4 or 5 of them. Let's drop them on the floor. They go on like this. I want you to see what these guys look like. They're cute. But these little spikes, they don't bend. Like at all. I want to just show you that, right? Like, I'm really trying to. You can see the mark on my finger. Like, they don't bend. In fact, they kind of hurt, like on purpose. And this is how much I love my craft, guys. I'm willing to do this for the sake of the video. This is like, I'm giving myself a tattoo here. I'm just pushing this in right. Like, you can see the marks on the hand left by these little spiky dastards. And if you grab them too quickly, they're gonna hurt. That's why they come with all these warning labels. So here's the game works, and it says, warning, this game is not intended for children under age 14. But you know, because you said that, now your kids are going to totally want to play, right? It has a deck of cards, and the deck of cards are circles here, just like this. And it works really, really simply. On the count of 3, all the people who are playing take a card from their deck, face down, and they flip it up. And whatever is shown on the Spiky Dastard card, in this case I got a green one and a purple one, and this one a blue one and a yellow one. Whatever is shown, or not shown, on the Spiky Dastard card is meant to be a thing that then you take from that pile back to your hand. And there's a series of rules about how this works. So, for example, if there's a purple and a green, and a yellow and a blue, I got a purple, I got a green, I got a yellow and a blue, they would all sit in the middle of a pile, like this, right next to this orange guy. And because all of these colors have been shown, you want to actually grab the one remaining one that was not shown. So it's a game of do you know that I know that you know, right? So in this case, it's like, oh, wait, they've shown 4 colors, so I have to think in reverse and grab the color that was not shown. In this case, grabbing orange back to myself. The problem is the other teams are also trying to grab for those pieces too, and you're either grabbing the wrong ones really quickly, which can hurt your hand, or you're grabbing the right ones quickly, which also can hurt your hand, or the other team is trying to grab while you're trying to grab, and you're smacking each other's hands while you're grabbing, which is can hurt one another. Like, you're legit going to puncture your skin by the time you're done with this. If that wasn't hard enough as a place to start this game, they also have cards that look like this, that say, because this is the purple and the blue, and this is the blue and the yellow. In this case, because 3 cards have been shown, right? You know, so purple has been shown, blue has been shown, and yellow has been shown. That would mean that you're not grabbing those 3, rather you're grabbing these 2 that remain. So people in this case are reaching for green and orange. But on the rare instance, and I probably should have sorted the cards in advance, where you have only 2 that are shown. In this case, you get to green and orange, and green and orange. If only 2 items are shown, then you have to grab only the 2. And you leave the other 3. So it's a game of process of elimination. If X, then grab Y. If Y, then grab Z. And to make the game even harder, because why not? Because you're grabbing at warp speed and puncturing your hand while you're doing it, and laughing while you're crying. And I'm imagining if you're having some adults over and having a few drinks, this could be a game that can get out of hand really, really quickly and make people really angry with one another. They also have these guys that don't have spikes, but they have little nubbins. And if it has a nubbin on it, it's sort of invisible. So it doesn't actually count as a new color. So for example, here, if I had this one, which is orange and green, but you notice the green guy is soft with the little nubs, and this guy, which is green with the nubs, doesn't have spikes. What's shown on the cards here is only orange. Does that make sense? And if you're only grabbing for orange then, because it's only one item, then you grab for just the orange. But it's kind of a decoy that makes people want to grab for the green and of course hurt themselves in the process. And because you're grabbing so fast and trying to score as many points as you can, it hurts. You wind up poking your hand a lot. And I don't know if that's a game I would feel comfortable playing in a classroom, especially if I required children to ever play a game like this in the classroom. But I do love the mayhem and the speed that comes from, like, as you're playing the game, you're making more mistakes. And as you're making more mistakes, the game is becoming a lot of fun because there's a little bit of poke, ow, 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 that kind of thing. So I think about ways that I can apply this in my classroom. Certainly not bringing harm or physical violence against children ever in the classroom, but something that has an element of like a madcap mischief where you're trying to grab it, but you're also trying to second guess yourself. I've seen those posters that like has the word green on it, and then the word red, and the word blue, and the word yellow, but they're written in different colors. So the word green might be written in blue. And so you're quizzing students to say, hey, can you read for me line number 4, but just tell me the color it's written in? Or read for me line number 5, but tell me the word that it says. And so you're constantly toggling right brain, left brain, and that idea of like analytical thinking, but also critical thinking, and then having to think quickly too, which is a really cool way to sharpen your brain. Spiky Dastards is a fantastic, fun game for adults to play, not in school. And if you have friends and you want to play with it, and who are, you know, adults who know what they're doing, it's fun. If you have teenagers, I think they'll love it, but it can get pretty pokey pretty quickly. And I have my hands, look, I want to show you, this is the end of the video. It still has those pokes in it, y'all. Like, I'm looking at it now. So do be advised that this is a thing that will cause a little bit of prickliness, and they're cute, but watch out. That's the end for today. Thanks again.